very, very quiet. Lee's hunting deer.
We had a story the other day about a guy who was hunting deer with an AR-15 and he accidentally, well, he had an accident. He shot himself.
How many times?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Stomach and leg.
Stomach and leg. Now, I'm not here to poke fun at bad accidents like that, but it went on to have the game warden say that these are really dangerous rifles with which to hunt game, and you got to be extra careful. And that just had me thinking, is the AR-15 a decent deer hunting rifle? David the Marine.
Let me see your war face.
You can use an AR-15 successfully for hunting deer. Like any rifle, though, it requires safety protocols. You have to observe and you have to keep that safe jog, finger off the trigger until your sights are on target and you're ready to shoot. You never point the gun at anything you don't want to kill or destroy. And that's the problem we had with that accident that you were talking about earlier. This is how the safety looks on an AR-15. It's pointing to the word safe. There's a round in the chamber. It's on safety. I'll pull the trigger. Let's see what happens. Watch your ears. Nothing. Let's take the safety off and see if things change. Safety off, where it says fire. Let's see what happens. It fires as designed.
So we don't know what happened.
No, but what a lot of hunters do is that he was up in a tree stand, like 25 feet up in the tree, and what some hunters do is they leave their rifle down on the ground and they tie a rope to it, and once they're up there, they pull it up. So they're pulling the rifle up towards themselves. Well, if it's an AR, it'd be really easy to tie it to the front sight, but where's that muzzle pointing?
Yeah.
You don't want to let the muzzle point at anything you don't want to kill or destroy, which would include yourself. So maybe he's pulling it up and he hits a branch, a twig or something, and safety's off, chamber's loaded, bow! Hits him in the stomach, dang it, bow! Pulls it again, hits him in the leg. Enough of that, he lets go. But, we got the magazine out and obviously a 12 gauge empty shell safety flag there. The way to avoid that is keep the chamber empty until you're up there.
Now, I kind of imagined the way this happened, David, was that maybe somebody handed him up the gun?
Possibly. That would look something like this. Here you go, Billy! Bang! But the story said he shot himself twice. No second party involved. We're going to use this piece of wood.
This is like our gun, and this is, if you can imagine, this is where our trigger is.
Right.
So that means it would have had to have been bang, bang, or something along those lines.
With, I suppose it could happen. I don't know, just, I'm a little confused myself. I wish I had more information. Let's see what some contact wounds would look like.
And that's just a little bitty hole. I mean...
It looks different from back there than it would up here.
Uh-huh.
How different?
Wow.
That different.
Yeah. But he wasn't just a piece of cardboard.
No, he's wearing a shirt probably,
Yeah.
if not a coat. See what that looks like. There's a contact shot.
Wow.
Get some muzzle blast there. It's clear to tell, a contact shot versus, distance shot.
So the game warden said that they're too powerful. We've already shown you that it's just like any other rifle. You got to treat it with the same respect as any other rifle. Finger off the trigger. If you're moving it around, take the magazine out, make sure the chamber is empty, and so on.
Just like any other rifle.
But what about the too powerful aspect?
I'm glad you brought that up. Here is a 300 Winchester Magnum. It has 4,500 foot-pounds of power. This is a 30-06. It has 3,200. This is a 308. This has 2,800. And this is the lowly 30-30. It has 2,000 foot-pounds of power. And then comes the, might want to zoom in on that so you can see it. The 223, it has in their best loadings 1600. So the 308 has twice the power. The 300 Win Mag has 3 times the power of the 223 556. In fact, some states do not allow this for deer because it's not powerful enough.
The next day.
There it is. Now, I'm not a big hunter. If I were, I would use the AR because it's all I need.
Oh, I am a hunter, and I have used the 223 myself 3 times, 3 hogs. One was running across, and the other 2 were interesting too. But anyway, the 223 did a fine job on it. The round is powerful enough if you are accurate enough.
And that's the key. And the other key is guns for everybody.